Nah, it's okay. I'm just gonna do this. The main purpose of this entire trip was for a 3 days facilitators training conference that was being held outside of Ulaanbaatar. There were some other South African counterparts that met us there at the Istanbul airport, and then we all traveled as a group together into UB. It's like 53 degrees out here. It's fantastic right now. Oh, this is the exact opposite of living in South Carolina, I'll tell you what. Oh man, this is great. It was cold and rainy upon our arrival there in Mongolia, but boy did it feel great coming off of the hot South Carolina weather. There was, oh, it's kind of raining. There was a guy I saw on the plane who had a production case, a couple, and so I said, hey man, is that a production case? And he said, yes. And I said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm with the BBC and we're shooting a nature documentary on Mongolia this summer here. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool.
Just got to open up the supply.
This is excellent. How are we feeling? Good? Good?
Hi.
Jeremiah says good people bring rain to Mongolia.
Amen. Amen.
I like that saying.
Okay, we're unloading here, it looks like, for the time being. So here we are, we're riding through the rolling hills of Mongolia on our way into UB, and we stop at this place with all these yurts that are colorful, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look. Honestly, my first thought was like, oh my goodness, look, it's a museum that we're gonna go explore. I was very incorrect. We're going to the yurt, William. Okay. Welcome to our home for the next few days, or however long we're going to be here. This is incredible. We've got the valley that we're staying in between these massive hills. I don't think you call them mountains, but they're huge rolling hills. And it's obviously raining right now, so I should go inside. But oh man, it's beautiful. We're all in these yurts, the entire team, and let's see what we got here. Let me wipe off my lens. How's the spot, bro?
It's cool. It's amazing. But we need to get out our rain jackets. Did you bring a rain jacket?
No. I brought 2 cloth-based jackets. I brought one heavier one that's great for this kind of weather. Or not weather, just for the rain. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna need this, because it's... I mean, I just assumed the weather was going to do, or I've made a mistake.
Well, I think all of us, when we got off the plane, we didn't expect it even to be as chilly as it is. So it's been interesting.
It's fantastic. It's 53 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which is really, for me, it's a very, very comfortable temperature. I would love this to be in South Carolina, in the US, in the summertime. But
the only thing is just the rain. I love the temperature too. I just wish it wasn't raining right now. It's not really raining, it's more like a drizzle.
It's a drizzle. It's a nice, it gives them a nice ambient noise too, you know?
Yep. Put our hat on. Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go look outside.
I'm gonna get my jacket. We flew into Mongolia pretty early, 6:30 in the morning. And of course, none of us slept on the flight. By the time we got settled into our yurts, it was about 9:30 that morning, and we were told had lunch at 11. So we had about an hour and a half to decide, were we gonna go sleep or were we gonna go not sleep? Oh, by the way, the conference was beginning that same day at like 1:30, so if we wanted any rest before like we got up and going for the conference, that was our only time. The dangerous thing about napping for any amount of time when you're running on no sleep for a while is that you often feel worse after you've taken the nap, which feels counterintuitive to me, and I think you could tell which option we went with here. I'm gonna make a new club called the Let's Travel and Not Sleep Club, and I'm gonna be the president of it. I'm gonna make a new club called the Let's Travel and Not Sleep Club, and I'm gonna be the president of it. Would you like to be the vice president?
Sure. We're already doing it anyway.
It's a Friday right now. Really feels like it was Tuesday, literally last night. I don't know what it was. We went forward in time, I know that much. But also, like, we're all pretty exhausted right now. But we're gonna go have some lunch and some food before we go into town for some of the first rounds of our media stuff that we're doing here. But we're gonna have lunch in this bit on here. The main hut, the main yurt. Lunch was interesting to say the least. We drank this like hot milk that had a layer of oil, it seemed like, on it, or a layer of something on top. And then we had some noodles and a fantastic salad dish. Okay, so I feel like that was most certainly displaying the traditional, the historical, traditional food and decoration and culture and way to do it, which is appropriate for us kind of seeing the historical roots and maybe initial layer for how Mongolia was first running. But of course, I'm sure we'll go to maybe some other restaurant and will not look like that or be like that. I don't know, we'll find out. But I think it was a good first taste into the culture that is here. And I'm sure it's rich, and there's far more to learn about on that front. And so, let's go do that. Okay, so it's now time to actually head into the city of Ulaanbaatar. I don't know where quite we're going, but we're gonna go to where the conference is, and we're gonna set up. We have a little bit of time on the front end that we've given ourselves to figure out what the best configuration is for filming and capture. So we're gonna show up, set up, and then it's gonna start. So we're on the struggle bus right now. You can kind of see it, but it's gonna happen.
But the problem is, and I will not be prosecuted. What we can do is actually, now we can use this card.
I'm not gonna lie. Really tired. I have not slept in like 36 hours. Not 1 week.
This is where the conference took place. This was awesome because it was this old school sanitarium back from the Soviet Union. I mean, your boy Lenin is on the wall, like hanging out next to the stage still. So yeah, that was interesting to have it in there. But yeah, the conference begins.
We have 12 hours non-stop filming tomorrow.
But it's also difficult when, like, I asked them, they're putting a table on top of the table in the middle so we can lift the camera up, but we must bring the crab stand with us.
Yeah.
It's much better. The crab stand,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it's much better.
So much better.
So we get the crab stand tomorrow on the table, on top of the table, and I will bring my laptop so because we'll have to dump SD cards while we're filming.
I wonder how much space that what we took up today is. I wonder how much gigs what we did today is.
Not that much, but the worship carried on a little bit longer than I expected.
Yeah. The sun just set over the mountains on the outskirts of Ulaanbaatar. I didn't get any video of it because I was with Cassidy up on the hill. We wanted to go look at the yurt village here from afar. So we did, and it was stunning, and we took some photos, and I just wanted to use it as a photo moment. I didn't even have my microphone on the camera. I don't even have it on right now. We're gonna have some bad wind noise, but wow. What a day it was. By that point, me and, I mean, of course, everyone else, we were exhausted. Even during the conference, like, I had my monopod and I was filming and I was falling asleep, like I was teetering and falling asleep standing up while filming. So I'm sure, like, going back, the World Mission Center media team has been like, why is this camera just moving like this? The next 2 days was this process of going back to the yurt encampment, dumping footage for an hour and a half, going to bed, waking up 6 hours later for breakfast, going to the conference, resetting up, then having the conference, and then going back and dumping footage. So it was pretty rigorous. Once the conference ended, we actually went to the Flower Hotel in UB, a little nice reprieve from the yurts. I didn't really get much footage of that or kind of the back end of the conference just because I was so done. I mean, here's a little clip that I posted on Instagram. You can see how trash I look. Well, we've just finished live school and facilitators training here. It's probably one of the biggest reasons we came to Mongolia, and we've wrapped that up finally. I can tell how tired I am. The journey continues next in the desert of Mongolia. We'll see you there.